Day 30. We did it. You did it. Congratulations. I feel like throwing a party. I know this has been a challenge for many of you, and I know many of you have gotten through some difficult times over these past couple of weeks, but you made it to day 30. And I hope you have seen some healing already and some incredible results. The question is, where do we go from here? What's next? I've been carnivore for 2 years now, almost exactly 2 years. In fact, in a couple of days, it will be my 2-year carniversary. So much has changed over the last 2 years for me. I've experienced so much healing. I'm going to go into more detail in a minute on that. If you've experienced healing already and you feel better, your mental clarity is there, the pains, the joint pains have diminished, irritable bowel syndrome going away, gassiness, depression, anxiety, all of these incredible things may be starting to feel better, clear up a little bit. And this has only been 30 days. It only gets better from here. So my challenge for you today is, are you going to continue in this lifestyle? And if so, set yourself a new goal. 60 days, 90 days, a year. I want to hear your story of healing as well and how you're doing on this. Me and my brother Rhett are super excited about continuing to be involved in the carnivore community. You'll see us online. We'll continue to make videos and hopefully continue to encourage. We've got cooking videos on our channel. We've got meetups that we're going to be going to and hopefully sharing a lot of details with that. Of course, my involvement with the Healing Humanity team, I'm super excited about. When this documentary comes out, it's going to change millions of lives, and I'm confident of that. The healing has been phenomenal. We see story after story after story of healing and transformation through eating a proper human diet. I hope you have experienced some of that yourself so far, and I just encourage you, challenge you to continue on. Eat a proper human diet. Feel incredible. Feel the difference it makes, and then share the news with others. And if you can help spread that message, that's what I encourage you to do. There's so much misinformation out there. There's so much disease, hurting, heartache that is unnecessary. I think most Americans and probably all over the world have no idea the food, the chemicals, the processed garbage they're putting in their bodies is what's killing us. And for our physicians, for our doctors to not be at the forefront of beating down this wall, it's honestly a little bit shameful. But the good doctors who are getting that message out there. I look at some of the statistics that have happened over the last few years, and I'm going to put something on the screen. I just saw it today. Again, more and more things just continue to come out. Look at the crazy increases you see in some of this terrible disease. It's appalling. There's a way to fix it. We've seen a way to fix it. And to me, it gets back to, you've got to put what God intended in your body. You've got to get back to natural. You've got to get back to eating the right thing and the proper human diet. So help share this message. And today I want to do something that I hope inspires you. I want to put together a compilation of healing. I want to put together just a small sampling of so much healing that has happened in the carnivore community already. And there's so many YouTube channels that pop up. Why? Because people don't believe it. They think, oh, you're crazy. You're only going to eat meat? That can't be healthy for you. Because we've not been trained that that's correct. That's something that's wrong, or creates heart disease, or gives you a heart attack. It's false, folks. It's false. And when you start seeing more and more and more stories of healing, and we keep spreading this message of healing, it's hard to deny. It really is. So I'm going to leave you with a compilation. But in a celebratory victory lap, I hope you've got yourself a big fat ribeye ready to cook up tonight and have that for dinner. And if that's the case, cook that ribeye, Put this up on the TV and enjoy watching this compilation while you eat your ribeye. I hope you feel proud of yourself. I hope you feel amazing, and I hope you're feeling incredible results. I would love to continue to hear from you on your journey. So keep posting. Let us know in the comments how you're doing. And if you ever get a chance to meet me in person at one of our meetups, I would love the opportunity to do that. I would love the opportunity to hear a little bit more about your healing story as well. We want to continue to document. We want to continue to spread this message of healing. And I know if you stick to it, you can be that next story. So enjoy these next few minutes as I go through and just randomly pick some of the thousands of videos that are out there on YouTube and show you some of the incredible results that we've already seen. For me, I'm Ashley Rogers. I started the Carnivore Brothers channel with my brother, Rhett Rogers, because we found remarkable healing in such a short time. I'm a type 2 diabetic. Scratch that. I was a type 2 diabetic, suffering from very high blood sugar levels, A1C over 11.1. Now that's been completely reversed on the carnivore diet. I no longer have to worry about type 2 diabetes. I know how to control it. I've also lost 65 pounds on the carnivore diet. I feel amazing. My energy is through the roof. Yes, it's been 2 years, but all of this was within the first 6 months, and I feel amazing since. Why would I go back to the standard American diet?
Hey, this is Rhett with Carnivore Brothers. Healing through carnivore has been amazing. First and foremost, my depression and anxiety has gone away. It's gotten to a point where it's manageable. And I know if I stay strict on carnivore that it will go away entirely. I truly believe that. I've seen it in other people. The depression, anxiety, sleep apnea, you know those little eye boogers you get? Those kind of just stopped appearing. I don't know why that has to do with nutrition, but they disappeared. Chronic pain, or that arthritis feeling, you know, I still get it. If I have something that's not carnivore, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll have that feeling in my fingers. And it's amazing the healing power of carnivore if you choose to strictly abide by it. Nothing tastes as good as feeling healthy feels. I hope you guys realize that now after trying for 30 days, there is healing power in the carnivore diet, the carnivore lifestyle, as some of us need to adopt. So thankful that you have joined us on this journey. I hope you continue to join us on this journey, and please reach out to us either through healinghumanity.life or through our Carnivore Brothers channel in the comments. We want you to succeed. We want you to be healthy. We want you to live long, healthy, happy lives. We don't need to live the way that the standard American diet has had us living. That's no way to live. Love you all. Thank you for your support of our channel. We'll see you on the next challenge.
When it comes to health, I swear no one gaslights you harder than modern society. This is me when I ate mostly plants. I worked out about 5 to 6 days a week as punishment. I obsessively tracked my calories. I was eating healthy but still struggled to lose weight. I had horrible gut issues, horrible skin issues, crazy mood swings, awful PMS. Yet I was told by society that I was healthy and normal. And this is me today. I eat mostly meat. I work out now because I love it, not because I think I have to. I don't track any of my food. I have clear skin, my gut issues are gone, my PMS symptoms are almost non-existent, and my mental health is better than it has ever been. But apparently I'm way more unhealthy now, and my lifestyle is actually super dangerous. Right.
I've been on the bacon diet for a month and it saved my life. I lost 20 pounds in my first 35 days on the carnivore diet. What do I eat? Bacon and eggs, lots of butter. I eat filet mignon because I can get 2 filet mignons for the same price as a sandwich out at fast food. I eat fish, seafood, every kind of beef, pork, lamb. The carnivore diet is best to eat when you're trying to recover from a chronic disease. During the diet, you temporarily get rid of all grains, vegetables, and most of all, sugar. On day 3 of the carnivore diet, my symptoms of neuropathy went away. I have no more stomach aches, no stomach pain. No issues at all with fibromyalgia that I was suffering from before I started this.
A couple of years ago, Lily came to us and she's like, I just want to die. This hurts so bad. I've gone to all these doctors and nothing is working. And so when I started Carnivore, my brain started getting clear. The brain fog started clearing up. I'm like, this whole thing she has, we're like trying everything and I'm having all these results. I'm like, maybe it's just the food she's eating. And she had just turned 18. So this was literally day 8 of me doing Carnivore. I was really early, but seeing some good results. I said to Lily, I'm like, you're 18. I'm not telling you, hey, you got to eat meat for 30 days. You can do whatever you want, but I really think this is the food you're eating. And she's like, all right, I'm going to just try this with you. What do I have to lose? So she went on Carnivore with me, and it was like 10 days into Carnivore, half of her back had cleared up. The HS was gone. And she went on to do it for 30 days. She did Lion Diet with me, the more extreme version, for a while. After 30 days, all of it completely gone, 100% gone, after 5 years of suffering.
And Jason wasn't having a very good night.
I had a severe case of eczema, going through multiple doctors, and I've battled this for the last, I would say, 6 years. And that's the reason why we moved away from the West Coast and planted roots here in North Carolina, was to grow our own food, get out of the smog, get out of the traffic, and just kind of just try to live a happy and healthy life. And that started when I got cancer 12 years ago. So I've always kind of had these skin issues ever since I went through chemo. But this first 6 months of the year was extremely hard and painful for us. I had a full body rash. I would say 70-80% of my body was a giant scab. And so now 2 months in, I would say I'm 70 or 80% healed. And the only thing I've been doing different is eating an animal-based diet and cutting out all the greens.
Gout's gone, allergies gone, fungal toenail infection cleared. My ex-nurse friend is amazed at the toenails. Yep, I actually have a video on this channel that's got 7 million views about toenail function. Keto, Carnivore will help clear up your toenail function. They will help clear up your dandruff. I got a video about that. They will help clear up skin tags. I got a video about that. Yeah, a proper human diet does all those things.
And then on top of that, nobody was watching what they were doing. There was no nutritional handholding. And so people were just eating as little as they could. My dad, who'd gone no sugar, no grains with Vinny, said, you need to go carnivore. And I was like, no way. Because we've been told you can eat all the plants you want. And looking back, I was eating a lot of plants actually, because those were what was easiest for me to digest. So I decide January 2023, I am going carnivore. The hypoglycemia, gone. The neuropathy, gone. The food reactions went way down. The sleeping got way better.
This horrible, horrible pain that I understand and a lot of people don't understand.
My name is Kerry, and I am on a mission to help the hopeless. I am a carnivore. I have been for over 270 days now. It's completely changed my life forever. I'm down 100 pounds since my heaviest. My whole body's changing. Look at this. It's crazy. I'm putting on muscle. My arthritis is gone. My inflammation is gone. My IBS is gone. So many things have changed, but the number one most important thing, and the reason I'm wearing this shirt right now, and the reason I'm putting together a documentary called Healing Humanity, is because of hopelessness, because of depression that I went through for over 10 years, that is completely reversed on carnivore diet. I have no depression, I have no anxiety, and I hear this story over and over again from so many other carnivores.
Day 30 of 30 days of the carnivore diet. Yep, for 30 days I ate only meat, salt, and water to see if it would help with any of these conditions I was suffering with. I did a carnivore version of the GAPS diet to start healing my gut, which meant I drank heaps of meat stock daily.
Yeah, boy.
On the final day of the challenge, I had a PC session, an Epsom salt bath, and this is everything I ate. Today was probably my biggest, healthiest bowel movement of the whole thing. My energy was meh, but that's because I went to bed extremely late. Now the moment you've all been patiently waiting for. Weight loss, cost. Did it work? What happens next? Why have you kept me waiting so long?
It's coming.
The results. Did I cheat? Not even once. Weight loss, unexpectedly, 4 kilos or 8.5 pounds. Skin dramatically improved and not getting breakouts like I used to. Joint pain and aching body down 80 to 90%. Energy up and down during the 30 days, but at week 6, I consistently have the most energy I've had in a long time. Mental health, huge improvement, more drive and more mental clarity. Mood, I'm not a perfect person, but I'm more grounded, more present, and my mood swings have leveled out.
It's just crazy to look back at where I used to be. I almost don't want to look back at where I used to be. Hello, my friends. It has now been 8 months since I started the carnivore diet, going on 9 months now, so I thought that I would give you an update as to how I'm doing and things that I've been changing and just, yeah, my overall progress. So if you're new here, my name is Rachel and I'm sharing my journey to healing from years of severe chronic illness. Some of the chronic illnesses that I have been diagnosed with over the years are POTS or dysautonomia, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder, Chiari malformation, intracranial hypertension, tethered cord syndrome, gastroparesis, celiac, autoimmune conditions. The list really went on. At my worst, I was essentially bedbound and really just barely hanging on. And now I'm really starting to heal. I'm doing so much better and I'm so thankful. The carnivore diet has definitely been life-changing for me. It's been quite a journey.
Yeah, so my daughter is actually the one in the spotlight for the whole story. She was born with a very rare genetic disorder called MMIHS, and it's a genetic disease that affects the smooth muscles, so the small intestine, large intestine, and the bladder. So she was diagnosed shortly after birth, and the prognosis was very grim. And to make a long story very short, before we get too into it, we were able to almost completely heal her using carnivore and more specifically no plant gaps, which is more focused on the organ meats and broths as well as fermented dairy. So it's like a subset of carnivore for extremely sensitive patients.
So keto and carnivore for healing mental illness. I have schizoaffective disorder, which is a combination of schizophrenia and bipolar. I've experienced extreme paranoia, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and nothing has healed me and made these symptoms vanish compared to the way that the carnivore diet has. Doctors in medical school typically have very little nutrition education, and when you think about it, food is the number one thing that we are putting into our bodies most often. It is what fuels our brains to survive, thrive, and function optimally. There are new studies showing that switching to a ketogenic-based diet can completely eliminate the need for medications and cure mental illnesses, or at least put them into remission. What you put into your body affects your mental health. There's no way around it. Switching your diet will change your life.
My diseases were put into complete remission by an all-meat diet. A very brief background. I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis when I was 7. 37 affected joints, 16 years being treated with immunosuppressants, chronic fatigue, absolutely crippling depression. I lost my hip and my ankle to arthritis and had them replaced when I was 17. I tried going the medical route and it didn't work. When I was 23, my skin had started to break down from rashes and those stopped healing. I couldn't sleep on my shoulders. My right wrist felt like it was going to be next for my 3rd joint replacement. Anyway, I decided to reduce my diet dramatically just to rule it out, not because I thought it had anything to do with my health. I cut it down to meat and whole foods. Within 2 months, it eliminated nearly all of my symptoms. I managed to get off of SSRIs and Adderall and immune suppressants. We were absolutely shocked. 2 months of that limited diet put me into remission after 20 years of an autoimmune disorder that destroyed my joints.
It was within just like a month period of time that I thought, I'm not going to be here anymore. I was like, Mom, you need to come see me. Something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. I can't get out of bed. I need help. And she saw me and she works hospitally. You were dying. She's like, I thought I lost you. So that was my diet. I need to do something to get these toxins out. Something's happening. And I had severe tingling, neuropathy throughout my body. I could hear my heartbeat in my ears, tachycardia, I had POTS, postural aesthetic hypertension. found out that I did have lupus. Really serious stuff. I was in the emergency room over and over. I was seeing several doctors for a lot of these issues right before I collapsed. I learned how to truly eat like a human being. And once I did that, everything came back within just a month. It was incredible. My sleep came back, my ability to go without food, my blood sugar stabilizing, and so many more things. 99% of our genes actually come from the microbiome. Humanity needs healing, absolutely. I'm so grateful that I have the knowledge I have now, even though I didn't get it until I was 39. But now my children will have it.
If you struggle mentally, physically, or hormonally, please watch this. I need you to consider what you're eating and the possibility that it's the culprit of whatever disease or symptom you're experiencing. I can't tell you how many folks I've seen heal themselves simply by changing what they're eating. I've seen far more people healed through their diet than I have seen healed through a pill. And I'm not even knocking pharmaceuticals. I think they have their place. But I need you to ask yourself, is there anything that I'm eating that's possibly playing a role in the current things that I'm experiencing in life? I personally believe the carnivore diet would heal an astronomical amount of people. This is ground beef and raw cheddar cheese. This makes up most of my meals and I feel phenomenal. I believe this could heal you because I've experienced it and I've witnessed it in thousands of others. Now, if you say, Ray, I'm not a freak, I'm not a nut job, I'm not stupid, I'm not gonna do the carnivore diet, I would say, that's fine. But at the minimum, eat whole foods, meat, fish, fruits, veggies, single ingredient foods that have an expiration date. For the vast majority of people, I bet you'll find healing simply through diet. Life can really, really suck sometimes due to external circumstances. Don't make it harder than it has to be.
But if I had to sum up my relationship with a dentist my whole life, the Facebook status would be, it's complicated. My whole life, I've had jacked up teeth. When I was a kid, we only went to the dentist really for emergencies, cavities, pain. As an adult, every year to a year and a half, my entire adult life, I'd have some sort of eruption. I have had root canals and crowns and all kinds of issues with relation to my teeth. I have not had a single eruption since I've been on this diet, by the way. But when I went in for my cleaning, the dental hygienist said that my teeth and gums are actually back to a normal, healthy level. I don't know, I guess they put things, but that is insanely good news. And that is to show you that the carnivore diet, not all about managing your weight and weight loss. It actually is healing my teeth, that your teeth and gums are actually heavily related to your heart health. But that means that my carnivore diet has actually drastically improved the health of my heart.
My name is Valerie Smith and I am 54. I am now healed, well, and strong. I'm a metabolic health coach that comes alongside those that are seeking vibrancy and seeking health, but I haven't always been this way. I have only been this way for 7 years. Prior to that, I was very, very ill, and I spent 48 long years of my life in extreme illness, all the way back to being a toddler. I don't have any memories of ever being well. By the time I was an early adolescent, I had been diagnosed with schizophrenia, anorexia. I was then diagnosed with OCD, and that turned very violent as self-harm, and I was engaging in activities of cutting my arms and legs, and trichotillomania, which is hair pulling. I was pulling my scalp hair and eyebrows and eyelashes. I don't have any memories of ever being sane or ever being well. It was unlivable. It was just a horrible, horrible existence. And all of this time, up until the time in my 40s, I was under traditional treatment. I wasn't just managing this on my own. I had care team after care team that had me under 3 or 4 psych meds for a total of 12 to 15 over the course of those years. I was in and out of treatment centers. I was in and out of mental wards. I had feeding tubes trying to bring my weight up from 70 pounds using the tube feed ingredients of canola oil and high fructose corn syrup and soy 6 times a day. You know, I've been through it all. I've had a dozen psychiatrists that over the course of 3 decades would fire me and tell me not to come back, but I was treatment resistant and you aren't going to get any better and you just have to accept this. You know, I did everything over and over and over again of what you're supposed to do, what you're told to do to eventually get help and to be well. And none of it ever made a reduction in my mental illnesses. None of it ever changed anything. I just continued to get worse. I was always taught that all I needed to do was eat beans and rice and wheat bread and peanut butter if I felt like I needed protein. Other than that, eat your grains, eat your pasta, eat your pies and your cakes and your cookies to prove to us that you're not anorexic anymore. Once your weight gets up high enough, you'll be well. You won't be this way anymore. And so I searched on YouTube for TED Talks, and I searched online for supportive evidence. And that's when I found Dr. Georgia Ede and Dr. Chris Palmer. And never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would ever be completely 100% well. I just wanted to be able to get through the day, get through the hour, if only I had known that this could have healed me. When I got to the 9-month mark and the 12-month mark, I had gotten up to over 1 pound of beef. And everything just started to melt away. I no longer had to struggle with trying to stop myself from cutting my arms and legs. The compulsion to do that, the brain dysfunction that drove me to do that completely disappeared. And at the 1-year mark, the schizophrenic voices that screamed death at me and death towards others was gone, completely gone. And every feature of my anorexia was also gone. The depression was gone and replaced by feeling like I was in living color for the first time in my life. Nothing was gray anymore. Everything was vibrant and in living color, and there was no more anxiety and no more panic attacks. There was peace. There was a peace that passed all understanding that I'd never experienced. And I used to worry that this was too good to be true, that at some point the rug is going to get pulled out from under me, and I'm going to wake up one day and it's all going to be gone and my dysfunction is all going to come back. But it's not, it's permanent. When you heal your brain with a proper human diet, when you give it what it needs to heal, your brain and your body, and just get out of its way, take away the things that harm, and give it in abundance what it needs to heal, it's permanent. And you have a brand new life, a brand new absolute life. And I'm just so thankful and so grateful.
Heavenly Father, I come before you today with a heart open to your will. You are my strength and my shield, and I know that through you, all things are possible. Lord, I ask for boldness to step out in faith, to speak your truth with love, and to live a life that reflects your glory. Give me the courage to face challenges without fear, and the confidence to stand firm in my convictions, even when the world stands against me. Fill me with the power of your Holy Spirit, so that I may boldly proclaim your word and be a light in the darkness. Help me to trust in your plans for my life, knowing that you are always with me. Teach me to lean not on my own understanding, but to rely on your wisdom and your strength in every situation. Lord, when I feel weak, remind me that you are my refuge and my fortress. When I feel uncertain, remind me that you have not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of self-discipline. May my words and actions today reflect your grace and love. Use me, Lord, to bring hope and encouragement to others, and may I always walk boldly in the purpose you have for me. In Jesus' name, amen.